Previously on Tabletop Trouble. This person pulls their hood back, and their face is that of like a barn owl. They say to you, I have watched you roam around town all day screaming about eyes and ravens. Your group is tied to something bigger than I could possibly understand, and we need good fighters on our side. I will bring you to the Raven's Court. She leads you down a dark alley near the center of town and towards a manhole cover. This is the place, and she steps into this circle and disappears. Who dares disturb this sanctuary?
Hi, I'm Raev. I think you might have some information that I need.
He leads you down a short hallway, off into a side room that's been made up into a makeshift bedroom. Raev, you see your brother. Oh, hey sis. Got my note?
What the hell happened to you?
The truth is I was betrayed by my own captain. Their captain ordered them to place explosives along the outside of the city walls. Avop stood against this betrayal of his duty, and for that he was struck down by his captain and left in a ditch to die. The merchant lords always fight amongst themselves, but the knights of the merchant lords are supposed to be a sacred duty. They're neutral. If someone is rallying the knights against a merchant lord like Singri, then we could have a civil war on our hands. If you really want to help me, we need to protect Singri and make sure that he's able to rule this city. I've put in the paperwork. You're gonna be a bodyguard for Singri. He's having a party tomorrow night. I need you to make sure that nothing happens that ends his life. As you stumble your way back into the Axe Rest Tavern after your fight, Ostra pulls out a tray from the guild mailboxes behind the bar and sets it on the bar in front of you. Somehow, you got an invite to Singri's party tomorrow night.
What do you mean somehow? He threw a party at a place I was already at, but...
Well, no, that's not what I mean by it's weird. The other groups were hired last week, so it's a little weird that it's coming this late.
We're kind of an unknown
They heard about
entity.
our most recent job. I walked through the door. Huzzah!
Yeah, Whizz finally makes his way through the door, having alerted the guards to the scuffle.
Are the dickheads getting medical attention now?
Yeah, they're properly seen to. Also, Sin. Who knew? I look at Kako and Isaac, and I'm kind of like, small world.
Yeah, it's weird.
But I walk over to where you guys are all standing, probably like in front of Ostra's like bar.
Yeah, she slides this tray that she collected from the guild mailboxes across the bar to you, and on top is a hefty looking bag of gold.
Ooh, who's all the gold for?
So, us. To clarify, there are other teams working security at this place?
Well, yes, it's supposed to be the biggest event of the year. Wouldn't hire just 4 people to protect it.
You have 4 people to protect
Who
the
else was
giant
hired?
mansion.
Well, naturally, Thorok's hammer. I mean, when you hire for this kind of thing, you hire the best. And another group called We Hunt in Shadows. And yourselves, the Axe Factors, make 3.
Why are you all looking at me all of a
No,
sudden?
you're like in charge of our group, so.
You've been elected the leader just now.
Oh. We'll just take that information about the job then.
Well, it's really quite simple. The party is tomorrow night, so you have the next day to prepare. You are expected to look your best in order to blend in. So dress fancy. Each of you has been given 100 gold piece allowance to cover the cost of your attire, and 600 gold for the group up front for accepting the job.
All my clothes are fancy, but I'll buy new ones. And I take the money.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's 600 gold for the group, and then 100 gold apiece to buy clothes.
So we're just doing security at this place then?
According to the contract, you'll be assigned a position when you arrive. It's your job to blend in and intervene should anyone cause a scene. Assuming there are no issues, you are free to enjoy the party and collect a fat paycheck.
Okay.
Oh, assigned positions.
Yes.
This is perfect. I just found a really helpful guide on how to fight in a dress.
Nice.
I'm gonna go to bed. Night, Astra.
Yes. Good night.
I'm going to go to the bathhouse first because I don't think the shower at my apartment's going to cut it with all the splatter and blood, everything.
Yeah. You head over to the bathhouse and take a soak.
The rubber ducky house.
The rubber ducky.
The rubber ducky.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You head over to the rubber ducky bathhouse, which is right down the street from the Axe Rest, and take a soak and get all the blood and viscera off of your body. And everyone else heads to bed.
Yeah, Kako goes the fuck to sleep.
I also flop on my bunk.
And then we take a long rest. After a deep rest, Whizz, Kako, and Isaac, you wake up in your room beneath the Axe Rest, bright and early. The sun is shining through your tiny window that looks into the alleyway behind the bar, and you can hear the sounds of birds chirping from the other side. As you gather your things and make your way into the bar portion of the Axe Rest, you can see Raev waiting for you, but otherwise the bar is totally empty. You've never seen it this empty before. Not even Radic, who you've seen here every morning, is here. The only person who appears to be up here is Astra, who is standing behind the bar. She looks very tired. You can tell just by looking at her that her day starts pretty early and goes pretty late. She appears to be making herself some sort of breakfast, and the smell of sausage fills the air.
Oh, can I get some breakfast too?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, I'll just have a piece of toast.
Easy done.
Yep.
She throws a buttered piece of toast on the grill and it starts cooking it.
Oh, I thought you meant that she's going to throw it at me.
No, sorry, buttered piece of bread on the grill and starts toasting it.
Okay.
After that, do you people want to go buy fancy clothes?
Shopping montage. One in
Yes.
every campaign.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
never owned
Yes!
fancy clothes in my life.
Oh,
With
you're
you
about
guys,
to,
it's
son.
like one in every arc. The only reason you didn't get one last arc is because you were in bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
Shut up. You set us up for this. You specifically told us to go buy fancy clothing.
Yeah, because I know you guys and I know that's what you like.
I want a pretty dress.
Wanna shop. Kako, I think you should get one of those fancy feathered hats that's like really long and elegant
I never cover my head.
with
Why?
a giant hole in the middle so your head can...
Doesn't your head get cold?
No.
Let's just go find a giant feather and attach it to his headband.
Yeah, I could do that.
And Astra hands you your toast.
Oh, sweet. Crunch, 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 crunch. I'm nibbling on it while we're talking about where to go shop.
Well, if you're looking for a place to buy fancy clothes, I would check out a boutique right off of the Noble Court called Hello Beautiful.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello to you.
She rolls her eyes and goes back to cooking her eggs. I wasn't talking to you.
Good one, Raev.
No, but Whizz was.
I give you high five. High five.
Yeah, I give you a high five too.
You're too far away. High five.
All right, so are we going to go to this uptown boutique?
Sorry, what was the name of it again?
It's called Hello Beautiful.
Hello to you, Astra.
Hello, Raev.
Love you. Bye.
And you strut out the door.
I sashay away.
As you guys step into the streets, these streets are like packed with excited people. It's like the entire city has come to life in expectation for this party. You could see even the poorer citizens are excitedly going around talking about this party.
Oh, damn, this is my kind of vibe now. Let's get it going. Has the party already started?
No.
Woo!
We're working today.
Oh, we have to work at the party.
Yes.
But, like, what if we didn't?
But like, what if we did though?
Oh, it sounds like a lot of work.
Yes.
When there
That's
could be
kind
a
of the whole
party.
point.
No. There will be no party if we don't work.
I will throw you your own party after the party if you work during this party.
But will it be this good? And I kind of point out to the crowd of people.
It'll be better.
I've never seen this many people before in my life.
Have I ever let you down, Whizz?
Not so far.
Exactly.
All right. let's go. And I start heading off in a direction. I don't know if it's right.
As you push towards the noble district, you find yourselves squeezing through crowds in the bazaar. And you head to the southern part of the city towards the outer rim and towards the noble district. Raev, you know this way pretty well. You pretty much know these streets like the back of your hand. And eventually you end up at a little corner boutique not too far from the Singri Manor called Hello Beautiful. And it's got that written on the big glass window in gold lettering on the outside.
I open the door and I walk in.
As you walk in, a little bell chimes and you look around this building and you see tons of fancy looking clothing of all different patterns and fabrics lining the walls of this small shop. In the back corner, standing next to a counter with a small cash box and all the tools that they need, is Radek.
Radek?
Oh, hello. What brings you in today?
Hey, what's the name of this shop?
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, Radek.
Hello.
Radek, is this your shop?
Well, you didn't expect that I would spend my whole day brutally murdering things and drinking in the bar, did you?
No, you
Dude,
spent.
To be
I don't
honest, I
think
kinda
of you
did.
outside of the bar.
Oh, I'm hurt, Raev. Absolutely wounded.
I don't believe you.
So is this like
Gives you
hobby
a
for
wink.
you? Or...
This is my art.
Well, you want to show us a little bit of your art that we need to get spruced up for tonight. So,
Oh, tonight?
yes.
Are you going to the party? I was not informed.
We have the most important invitations. We're going to be on guard.
Oh, yes, me too. I'm going to be
What?
there. Yes.
You're going to be out there?
Thorok and the whole gang. We were invited a week and a half ago, I think.
Yeah, Oster did say that.
Huh. Well, nobody ever informs me on these things, but we were all beat up yesterday.
Radek reaches for a measuring tape and they say, all right, who's up first?
I guess I will go.
Give him a hat.
Radek says, and they unfurl their measuring tape and begin taking all kinds of measurements of your limbs and like your pant length. And they gesture you into a dressing room in the back of the shop and begin throwing all kinds of fabric and clothing in your direction. Like, all right, put this on, try this, this one too. This is a nice scarf. And they throw that in.
Excuse me. I would like basically leather armor, but nice looking.
So you're going to look wonderful. Just trust me. And they begin throwing more and more fabric in. And as you look over this clothing and you begin to put it on, there's no rhyme or reason to any of these fabrics. There's plaid mixed with lace. You have what looks to be a kilt matched with what appear to be like bell bottoms. There's no rhyme or reason. And then finally, Radek throws a hat over the door.
I throw the hat onto the floor.
And as you step out of this dressing room, you look gaudy, to say the very least.
Okay.
Clashing in every single way. And Radek says, it's my magnum opus.
That's
It's-
nice.
It's perfect.
Kako, you look amazing.
Can I have a green
You've looked
jacket
better.
and a hard leather chest piece? I'll keep the kilt. I kind of like this.
They clutch at their heart. They says, are you not impressed by this work of art I have presented you with?
I believe this outfit would get me killed.
And as you say that, you see a woman step out of the back room of the shop carrying 4 large boxes. Carrying 4 large boxes. And she looks at the group and looks at Radek and says, all right, Radek, your order's ready. And she looks at you and says, what are you wearing? And Radek grabs the boxes and said, well, it's been fun. And said, I'll talk to you later. And walks out of the shop.
Love you, bye.
Yeah.
I'm so angry. I'm so actually angry.
Don't mind Radek. They're harmless, if a little uncontrollable.
Sure, I am actually going to kill them one day, but it's fine.
That is the best prank Radek has pulled so far.
That's pretty good.
Gentle person, can I have a green jacket, green pants, and a leather chest piece?
Yeah, what's the occasion?
We're going to the thing.
Oh, you need this tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to push all my other orders back. It's going to be pricey.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'll do whatever you need. And you can see this kind of demure half-elf woman. She looks kind of nervously as she looks you all up and down. But the second you mention designing clothes, her expression changes completely, and she's sharp and focused, and she pulls her measurement tape out with almost a ferocity that's kind of scary as she quickly jots down all your measurements and begins visualizing what she'll make for you.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
How much would it be for...
She sticks her finger up and she writes it down. She says, "I'm sorry. When I get focused, I get a little intense."
I have this illustration of my dream dress. How much would it be for this?
You hand her the drawing and you want to describe what we're looking at?
Like a flowy silver gown with like a mesh hood that drapes down like a cape over my arms. It looks like starlight.
She looks at your drawing and says, "Yeah, I can probably work that up."
But how much?
Well, to rush the order, you're looking at about 125 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. Would you like payment in advance or after?
Advance, please.
Okay, I hand her 125 gold.
For your outfit, it's a little more simple. I'm only going to need 75.
Okay.
As for the rest of you, what would you like?
Whizz, what would I like?
No, you figure that out yourself, Isaac. I believe in you.
I've never done this before.
Give him something black and white.
I think you should be able to use this to do whatever you've been thinking of and holding off on. He says he's never had fancy clothes before.
She puts her fingers on her chin and looks Isaac up and down. A challenge. And you see that sharp expression kind of snap to her face, and she looks kind of scary.
Yeah, I'm kind of cowering in terror now.
I want to describe this as like an anime character who's like hyper focused on something.
Every time you snap to attention, I'm like, anime.
I did imagine she had glasses or something, and she just pushed them
exactly,
up. Exactly,
yeah.
A flare of light, even though there's no extra light in the room.
I guess I want to describe this character a little bit. For someone who runs a fancy clothes shop, she is not dressed in fancy clothes. She's basically wearing a black long sleeve shirt and a white apron with all kinds of sewing tools tucked in. Her hair is pulled back into a messy ponytail, and it's kind of dark brown hair, and she's got pale skin with spotted freckles across her face.
Is it Sable from Animal Crossing?
I guess. And she looks you up and down and begins taking all your measurements, kind of roughly grabbing your arm, outstretching it, measuring it, as she jots more stuff down.
It's okay.
I have the perfect idea in mind. It's going to be pricey, though, but I need you to go with me on this journey.
You should go with her on this journey.
Okay.
All right, 150 gold pieces, and I'll have all the materials I need.
That sounds reasonable. You should give her more.
Oh, no, you don't need to tip me. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. I just want him to lose money. That's funny.
I cautiously hand her the gold.
Yeah, she grabs it and slides it into her coin box. And for you, Whizz.
All right, so here's what I'm imagining. I want something like a simple white on-button shirt and some shorter capri-ish pants, and then a long flowing traditional gown-like cape that I'm gonna wear that has images of the Fae on it, a lot of these bright floral colorish schemes, and probably mix it up. Have fun with it. Go loose, man. I just want bright colors, bright blues.
She is frantically taking notes about everything that you are describing, and she fills up half a page with your description.
Yeah.
How many times does she write the word like?
Yeah.
It's almost verbatim what Whizz said. Excellent. Casual, yet formal. I like it. And she begins to take your measurements as well, including measuring your back so that you have a cape, before she says, I can do this for about 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's what's up. I give her 110 gold pieces.
Oh, it's really not necessary to tip, as her expression changes back to the demure self that you first saw her at.
No, this is an excellent shop. You should be paid well for your services.
She blushes and she says, I really appreciate it.
No problem, Bob.
It's going to take some time to get these ready.
Actually, what's your name?
My name is Giselle.
Giselle. Did we get that before?
Nope.
We just didn't ask.
Okay, realistically, though, how often do you go into a store and go, what's your name?
We went to Sword Meet, got Radic.
I'm so upset that I just let that happen.
You were a good sport about it.
I think I hate Radek.
I love Radek. Fuck Kako, right? Oh.
It's going to take me pretty much all day to get these outfits ready. I'd recommend showing up about an hour before the party. You can get changed here. You're not going to have time if you do it otherwise.
Okay. So should we just loiter for the rest of the day?
Should we get like some masks too?
Is this a masquerade?
What kind of party is this?
It's just a party.
It's just a party.
Is it like a block party? Is that why everybody's out?
No, not from what you've gathered. From what Raev can tell you, or has told you, is these parties, Singri is he likes to spend and give away money. So they tend to be rather large gatherings that bring everybody there in hopes that they will get a little bit of that wealth.
Okay.
So this is just kind of a flashy party.
Yep.
A swingers party.
Maybe it could go that way. You have known Singri to throw a couple parties like that before. To your knowledge, not this one.
So have you like met and conversed with this person?
No.
No?
I mean, I've been in the same room as him, but I'm super cool, but I'm not a somebody. So
I see. Like me.
I want to go scrounge for feathers.
Just want to go look for feathers?
Yeah, like outside.
Sure.
Like owl feathers or something.
Okay, go ahead and just roll investigation.
Find a trail to Jakar.
You guys are making fun of me,
She's
but they're
mad.
going to be my hair accessories. They're going to go like above my ears, like an owl.
That's
You said
probably not
investigation?
racist.
Yeah.
For
You spend most of your day looking for feathers, and it takes you about 5 hours to find the feathers you're looking for.
okay.
That's why it took that long. You found a bunch of bad ones.
Yeah, you found like pigeon feathers lying around, but those weren't good enough.
I mean, they could be any feathers. I was just owl
Yeah, but these
feathers
were
were
like
an example.
These were like dirty and
Ew, I don't want
covered in ash.
bird poopy feathers.
So Raev spent the day looking for feathers. What is everyone else going to do?
Can I go out and buy 3 more health potions?
Yeah.
Potions of greater healing?
You head over to the potion shop that you purchased from previously. Compared to all the other shops, there's not a lot of people buying potions at this event. And you could see the man who runs the shop. He's got thick gloves on at the moment, as well as a mask. And he's scrubbing out the big cauldron that you previously asked him about that was filled with what he described as poison. And as he sees you, he says, welcome back.
Hello. I would like to purchase 3 potions of greater healing. And do you have anything deadly?
Deadly? What do you mean? You see, he has almost like a nervous expression on his face as you ask that.
Well, I don't know. Something I could throw at somebody.
I could sell you a vial of acid.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's 30 gold pieces.
Okay.
So 30 gold pieces for the vial of acid and 25 apiece for the healing potions.
Okay, so that's 105.
I asked Kako before he leaves, do you think Mean Dragon Lady would let us take Lessa to the party?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm inclined to leave her there until we figure out the whole I'm being tracked by an evil cabal of wizards.
That's true. Yeah, what should we do about that for the party? Are you just going to keep wearing your gloves? I mean, they already know where you're at all times. This is just a
I'm
precaution
sure
that other people aren't alarmed.
After this, I'm going to go back to the lady and buy some gloves from her too.
Yeah, I mean, she has some gloves just lying around.
Out
No,
of
thank you.
character, do you think she would let me invite Lessa?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not like you guys have a +1. You're there for
We're
work.
working.
She's part of the team.
She's not legally part of the team.
She's spiritually part of the team.
She's our mascot.
I can't not have her there supporting us. Who am I without Lessa? Just some random hobo who crossed the border illegally. I do want to buy a couple smoke grenades or something. You know, if there's chaos at the party, just add more chaos.
Yeah, so I could say you could probably find some smoke bombs sold in like the equipment areas of the bazaar. They're going to cost 30 gold a piece.
What?
But when used, they fill a spear with a 20-foot radius of thick fog cloud that dissipates after 5 minutes, or if there's a wind of moderate or greater speed.
Okay, I guess I'll buy one smoke bomb.
Before we go back to like pick up our clothes and head to work, I'm gonna go home and put away my axe, but I'm gonna like Wonder Woman with my brother's sword, as she had it like in her back.
What does that mean?
She had the sword in the back of her dress.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, in the movie.
Oh, where she's got the sword in the
Yes.
the whole axe.
No, I just said I'm putting my axe away.
Oh,
With her brother's sword, Longtooth.
I'm talking to Allison, not Whizz, right?
yeah. No, I'm a dumbass. We're both a dumbass.
You buying anything or doing anything, Isaac?
No, I'm probably just gonna spend most of the day meditating.
Yeah. You spend most of your day meditating and recentering yourself. And as you focus on meditating, you reach out for the voices you've heard calling you in the past, but it's almost like your voice is falling on deafness, and there's no response still. You guys waste your day doing your various things, grabbing your supplies for tonight and stocking up for whatever may come. And as you arrive back at Hello Beautiful, you see the door is turned to closed, but Giselle sees you from outside the window and she waves you in.
I hurriedly come inside.
Yeah, you walk in the door and that bell chimes once again. And Giselle looks very overworked and very tired, but she's standing next to a stack of 4 clothing boxes with each of your names written on them. Whew, it was a lot of work, especially with some of the stuff you asked for, but I was able to get most of it done. Hopefully it lives up to your expectations.
No, thanks, man. This looks awesome. I peek in the little box.
Yeah, you grab the box labeled Whizz, and it's exactly to your specifications, almost to a T. You see the long cloak that you asked for has a embroidery of a tree with a shining sea of light behind it. And the shirt is a pure white, and all of the accessories are these pastel and vibrant colors that you described. And finally, she grabs a hairpin that has an eagle on it, and she tucks it into the back of your hair. Raev, your box is, again, pretty much exactly like you described. It is that long dress with the kind of tulle mesh that gives that lacy kind of see-through appearance to parts of it. And as you pull the hood over your head, it's kind of darkens your face, but it's still that see-through material, so you don't lose any of your peripheral vision. Perfect for if you get into a scuffle. And that long cloak holds over your back. As you pin the feathers behind your ears, you have that horned owl crown appearance that you were looking for. Kako, you open your box, and it is the green shirt that you described, but it's detailed with flecks of almost gold fabric that kind of shine as you move. And the pants you asked for are actually paired with a kilt. She overheard you mention that you liked the kilt when Radek was there and incorporated that into the design of your clothes. And then finally, for Isaac, you have what appears to be a traditional suit, but it's fades in colors, starting from a dark black and then transitioning almost to a pure white. And it's got a shimmer to it when you move your arms that reflect all the light in this room, giving you a very illuminated appearance.
I don't know. Do I look okay?
Isaac, you
Yes.
look amazing.
So we've all run and gotten dressed.
Yes. And it's taken you guys about a half hour to get dressed.
You guys are so handsome.
Okay.
Raev, I love your little...
Kako, fuck you. Your kilt looks good. I'll tell Radek you liked it. Let's go.
Kako will destroy you.
Whew, you guys look good. You're gonna really wow some people at this party.
This is like the best thing I've ever worn, and I've worn like clothes from another dimension, so it's like you get my vote.
Well, if anyone asks where you got it, be sure to point them in my direction.
Yeah, you're a genius.
She scratches the back of her head and she says, "Oh, I don't know about that."
I leave an extra 20 gold on the counter as I leave.
Are you trying to just like sneak it to her?
I'm not trying to sneak it, I'm just trying not to call a whole lot of attention to it.
Sure, I'm gonna say you can just drop it off then.
Does that fey gleam water that the cow was drinking was like invigorating, wasn't it?
we caused the cow to become swole as fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the vial. It's like, you look exhausted.
Okay. Thank you. What is it?
It's Fagling water.
I've never heard of it. Is it safe?
Yeah, you should. It should perk you up.
Well, I appreciate it.
Or make you
Just
incredibly muscular.
Don't drink it too much, like don't drink all of it
It's
at
a
once.
vial. It's like,
Oh,
Everything
I would take,
in
like-
moderation.
I would take like a drop.
Yeah, you leave. Next time you come back, she's swole as fuck.
I was gonna say like Coke would perk her up too. Like if we're just handing out vials
I don't
of
have
stuff.
cocaine.
Oh, I thought you meant Coca-Cola. Sorry, drugs.
As you guys depart Hello Beautiful for the second time, you make your way towards the Singri Manor. And as you do, the crowds in the streets get thicker and thicker as people from all walks of life are attempting to gain entry to this party. The manor is a large 2-story house with many balconies overlooking the streets, and it's lit up almost like a beacon in the night. You can see guards standing outside of the house, ushering people in with clipboards and checking names and only letting people who are on the list into this house.
I approach one of the guards. Hello.
The guard looks clearly exasperated. He kind of jumps and looks around and says, what's your name? Are you on the list?
We're the Axe Factor. We're supposed to be working.
You're working Axe Factor. I don't know that name.
Well, I've got nothing now.
Did we bring our paper?
I produce the papers.
You're mercenaries. Yes, here for the bodyguard. A job. He takes the piece of paper, stamps it, hands it back to you. You're gonna head right over there, and he points behind himself, past the gates, and you can see members of Thorok's Hammer talking to another, what looks to be a butler of the house, and the butler is talking to Thorok, who is dressed in a long black dress. Far more clothing than you normally see her wearing. She's normally just wearing straps of leather and armor, but this time she is in a long flowing black dress, which the sleeves have either been ripped off of or were ripped off by her muscles. You can't really tell which one. Her hair has black roses all through her braids, and you could tell, despite her usual confident appearance, she looks uncomfortable. And you also see Radek standing with the other 2 members of Thorok's Hammer, and as Radek sees you walk through the gate, they wave to you enthusiastically and gesture you to come over to them.
I wave back and I point at Kako's kilt.
You see them clasp their hand over their mouth and light up as if they're beaming. And Radek looks you over and says, well, I'm disappointed you didn't go with my look, but I must say, if I'm going to be beaten by anyone, it's Giselle I'd like to be beaten by. She definitely has the skills.
Kako's going to do that thing where he extends and goes in for a hug. He's going to get really close to Radek and just I'm going to set fire to you one day.
I love you too, friend.
Aw, Kako.
Where are we going?
Thorok, you look lovely.
She blushes and scratches the back of her neck. That's quite all right, thank you. And she continues talking to this butler. Oh, let me describe what Radek is wearing.
Yes.
Radek is wearing a very frilly long sleeve shirt with cuffs and a bedazzled vest over the shirt. And while you can tell that Giselle has tried to tone down their jewelry, it appears that she lost that fight, and Radek still has their jingling every movement they make.
Yeah, I was really worried about us standing out as bodyguards, but I don't think we have anything to worry about with Thorok and Radek.
Yeah, Radek's a walking chime at this point.
I am comforted by the fact that they will be the one shot first.
The other 2 members of Thorok's Hammer are a male white dragonborn that Raev knows as Gaul, who is wearing a deep blue coat with tails speckled with white dots like falling snow. He is constantly snapping his head around, looking for the slightest bit of trouble. And the final member is a shifter with a goat-like appearance. She has a flat nose and long ears, and a pair of tiny horns that peek out of her unkempt hair. She's wearing a light gold dress covered in frills and lace, and she is nervously clutching her mage's staff as if someone might come up and steal it.
You know, when you say that, that makes me want to steal it.
And her name is Citra.
Are they done talking to the butler?
As you turn to ask that, Thorok turns to you and the butler walks away. Well, it looks like Jakar and her shadows beat us here. They've already claimed the outer wall. The butler just told me that I'm supposed to stand outside and greet people and look. Well, I'm the one who people know, so they want to see me up front. You guys are going to be assigned inside. We'll watch the garden and the exterior of the house. You watch the ballroom and the interior.
Okay.
And the members of Thorok's Hammer turn and leave you.
So we go inside?
Yeah.
How many stories is this house?
Just 2.
Just 2? Okay.
But it's a wide manor. You can tell it's got many rooms inside.
Okay.
It appears that most of the party is condensed to the ballroom, though. As you guys walk into this manor, it is gaudy, to say the least. Everything is covered in gold and silver trim and white marble, and it shines as you walk in. It is if you looked up fancy in the dictionary, this would be like underscored. And as you make your way into the ballroom, it is equally fancy, with a floor that appears to be made almost out of a reflective metallic material. And there's a large table of food set up in a circle at the very center of this room. And you can see tons of people have gathered into this room. Almost every corner is covered with people gossiping amongst themselves. And everyone in here comes from wealth.
Well, how should we split ourselves up?
If we split 2 and 2, it'd be 2 people in the ballroom, 2 people patrolling the rest of the house.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is where the most people are at, so.
Yeah. I'll patrol.
I'll patrol.
Okay.
All these people are making me real nervous.
Isaac and I will patrol with one of the communication stone things.
Me and Raev will mingle.
So Isaac and Kako are going to explore the house while the rest of you are staying in the ballroom.
Yes.
You guys hang out in the ballroom and patrolling the hallways, and for the first hour of this party, it's pretty dead. You could see people were excited at one point for this party, but as it drags on with no sign of the Ash Lord himself, people are starting to cool on this whole party. They were all here to see Singri, and Singri has not shown his face a single time.
Aren't we supposed to be guarding Singri? Mm-hmm. Everybody seems quite upset that Singri is not present. Should we go check on him?
Is this typical for one of his parties?
No 2 parties of Singri's are ever alike. It's kind of what he prides himself on.
Does he like to make an entrance, is what I'm asking?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd give it a little more time. He is, he's a showman.
I check in for this first hour. I do check in quite regularly with Isaac and be like,
"Come in, Isaac. It's your boy, Whizz. How's it going in the halls?"
It's been pretty quiet over here.
All right, over. Talk to you later if you want a snack. There's a bunch down here.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm actually starting to get a bit peckish.
Isaac, there's another bathroom.
How many bathrooms does he have? Okay, I gotta go.
Isaac, as you talk about food, there's food in like every room of this house.
even in the bathroom.
Yes, there's like candies in a basket in the bathroom. There's food everywhere. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Is it okay for us to take it?
I mean, I figure we are the people in the position to escort other people off the premises, so I don't think anybody is going to stop us from just eating.
That's a fair point.
Yes.
I take some food.
You take some food from the bathroom, and as you step out into the hallway, you actually bump into Citra, the woman who was with the rest of Thorok's Hammer, and she brushes her hair out of her face and she says, "Oh my, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I was just looking for the bathroom.
Oh, it's right here.
And
okay.
Across the hall and down the hall. And
yeah,
downstairs.
there's a lot of bathrooms here.
That's a lot of. I don't think I've ever seen that many bathrooms in one place.
I don't think either.
Yeah, this is. Okay.
Well, if you're using this one, I'll go to that one.
Okay.
And she walks down the hallway.
Can I do an insight check See if she actually needs to go to the bathroom or if she's just up here.
You could tell she's nervous about something, but you saw that same kind of look on her even when she was outside.
Okay.
You don't notice anything other than that's suspicious.
Okay. I don't trust any of them. Anybody who associates with that person.
Braddock?
No, I'm not here.
Yes.
Yeah, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Isaac.
What's your beef, man?
I don't.
Yeah. Kako just like stared down someone who was just trying to go to the bathroom.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here.
She disappears for a couple minutes and then comes back and walks down the stairs, trotting down the stairs as she goes.
I mean, I'm tense, but Jesus, man.
It really pissed me off, the kilt thing.
Okay, well, that's fair.
How loud is the ballroom? Like, is it...
It's pretty loud. People are talking amongst themselves. It's kind of overwhelming.
Okay.
It's like lots of small chatter making a large chatter.
Yeah.
Is this more like an auditorium based room where like there's a lot of echoing off the walls?
Yes. Think like the ballroom from Beauty and the Beast. It's huge.
Big ass ceilings.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
In a 2-story house?
Yeah. It's a big house.
I'd like to not listen for a while then. I just want to like watch everybody.
Sure. Yeah, you turn off your ears. Just focus on looking over the party. Make an investigation check.
16.
You just see a lot of bored faces. People are getting a little upset. If this is a show, it's gone on for too long.
Can I like read anybody and see if like they're angry?
You can see not necessarily anger, but more like people are peeved.
Okay. I'm just going to keep watching and like reading lips and stuff.
Yeah.
So, can I disguise myself as Singri?
You have never seen Singri.
You're going to describe Singri to me because you've been to these parties before.
I will not confidently describe him well enough for you to be him.
I mean,
Yeah, well, he's a gnome, so he's short.
You can only see 1 foot shorter. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'4" or something. Aren't gnomes like 4 foot?
Between 3 and 4 feet.
So if he is on the smaller end, you won't be able to do it.
Well, my original plan was I was going to disguise myself as Singri and make it seem like I make a big entrance and then start the party roll. And if anybody comes out to try to kill me, I'd be like, haha, surprise, stab, or something.
yeah, but then what if he gets super pissed off if he comes out?
Or the people who work directly
Then
for
it's all
him.
part of the show. Just kidding, decoy. Joke's on you. It's part of the party. What do you think?
Whizz, I don't think it's your best idea. But see what Isaac and Kako think.
I radio in and explain the plan.
Why don't we just go look for him?
Alternatively, I think if he doesn't show up and he doesn't get murdered, we did our jobs pretty well.
Kako also thinks that we should just do nothing.
Well, this is a pretty shit party. I radio in. I storm off and go get a sandwich.
Oh, okay. Telepathically, I tell you, but let's hang on to that in case something is wrong. Then we can distract everyone with a fake Singri.
Okay. But right now, we should probably find the real Singri. I say telepathically back in my mind.
Well, that's what happens when you storm off and go get a sandwich. Is I have to talk to you in your brain.
I'm hungry when I'm upset.
Do you want to stay here so that we have a person in the ballroom and you can have a sandwich and I can go look for Singri with the other two?
With all these bad vibe people? No.
You could pull out your flute and start entertaining them. Create some good vibes. Good vibrations. Come on, come on.
All right, I'm going to start performing.
Hell yeah. I'm going to go
Just
look.
that easy.
Make a performance check.
I'm going to go start looking for Singri and stuff.
Yeah, so before I grab my sandwich, what I'm actually just going to do is get on top of the table and I'm going to pull out my flute and I'll be like, ladies and gentlemen, Sea Shanty 2. And then I'm going to start playing.
Fuck, I gotta hope
my
that
lute.
song is royalty free.
Okay,
Oh no.
don't worry, I have an amazing plus on performance. So 15.
You jump on this table, stepping over all the food that is stacked up and begin to play this song, and all eyes in the room turn towards you, and you are now the center of attention. The crowd is beginning to warm to your music. You could tell that you've turned the tide of this party from bad vibes to okay vibes. We're getting there.
I'm trying to make this more of like an upbeat, like joyous tune. I mean, Sea Shanty 2 is already pretty, like, you can't get any better than that.
I mean, it's already a fucking bop. Like.
Hey guys, welcome to the Bounty Board. It's been a while. I'm sorry. We got another person on our editing team now, so there are 3 of us. I'm not going to say that things are going to come out faster, but I will say that the editing team has been reinvigorated lately. We've gotten this episode put together pretty quickly, so we're hoping that with the 3 of us working on things, it's going to come out a lot faster. I've said that in the past, though, so I'm not going to promise anything. Sorry. You'd think after playing D&D for as long as we have, we'd know how spells work. Well, we don't, and there's a pretty big fuck up coming up in the second half of this episode, where if you know anything about the spell that we mess up, you're going to be literally screaming at your listening device, telling us that we're dumb. We are. And it's another thing I'm not going to promise it's going to get better. We're just trying to have a good time when we play, not necessarily open up rule books every 5 seconds. We do fix this spell in every other encounter from this point on, so, sorry again. If you aren't already, give us a follow on Twitter. We're really close to hitting 300 followers, and when we hit 200, we did a giveaway. We gave away a copy of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and I think this time when we hit 300, we're giving away some art. So if you want some free character art of your OC, follow us on Twitter and keep an eye out for that giveaway. As always, our theme music is Light Years from Home by Andromeda. We'd really appreciate it if you go and give them some love over at andromeda.bandcamp.com. They're constantly putting out new music, and it's always super good. Anyways, this is a long episode, so I'm going to drop you guys back in at the adventure, hopefully with less RuneScape music in the second half. We'll see. Raev, as you go to turn and leave this room to meet up with the rest of your group, the doors slam shut in front of you, and all the windows to the balcony slam shut, and this whole room goes dark as all the flames are extinguished, and electricity begins to funnel from the top of this room, and loud organ music begins to fill the room, and you hear a voice boom out over the room that says,
I do immediately put one hand on my sword.
For 1,000 years I've slumbered, waiting only for this moment. The time has come to introduce your host, the one, the only, Lord of Ashvale, Singri Mistwalker Ash King.
And Whizz, you feel a bang underneath your feet. And someone yells, hey, what the fuck? A fog machine begins to like pour up through the center of the table, and you hear coughing from beneath your feet.
I'm your new king.
Oh God, no.
Are you gonna move or are you gonna let him die?
Just kidding. Yeah, I'm going to start levitating off the table.
Yeah, you levitate surrounded by this electricity, and the whole room turns their attention towards you, and you see panic wash over the faces of everyone as finally a hatch beneath your feet pops open, and you see a small gnome in a feathery long coat that drags at his back, bright red colors pop out of this table and look up at you, and he says, and this guy.
Hey, thanks everybody. Name's Whizz. I'll be here all night.
And the whole party begins to cheer.
Telepathically, Whizz, get the fuck out of there.
Love you. Love you over there.
And then the doors click open, and Isaac and Kako, you see these doors slam shut and hear the loud banging. The house kind of shakes as you make your way towards that direction. And then as the doors pop open, you see Raev standing in the doorway.
What the hell?
Whizz tried to kill
You
The
don't
Lord
know
of
that.
Ashvale.
You don't know that.
Look.
I do know that. I saw. You're not here. Get out.
Look,
Listen, the closer I am to Singri,
The bodyguard tried to commit a murder.
we can always point to his frequent delirium since the mind flayer attacked him. We don't have to go down together.
The what?
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, Lord of Ashvale.
you can look back into the room and see me woo!
Yeah,
I'm one of those woo girls, but Whizz is just down and shit, and I'm just this guy. Singri as he comes out of this fucking table hole.
Yeah, you see Singri jump off, and he's got almost like a pompadour. He's very pompous looking as his coat drags on the ground behind him, and he jumps off the table, knocking over various plates of food that clatter to the ground. And he begins to mingle with the people of his party, who are now all about this. They are all trying to rub elbows with them.
Is there anywhere in this room that's without climbing on a table and potentially killing someone, trapping them in a fog machine filled death hole, where that's slightly higher, where I could have a better vantage point?
Yeah, there's a raised balcony that looks over the back of the party.
All right, I'm gonna go hang out up there so I can keep an eye on him.
Okay. Can we radio Whizz and just be hey, Whizz?
Hey, Whizz.
Oh shit, what up? What's going on? I saw the king. He's here.
We saw him too. Raev said you tried to kill him.
No, he put himself underneath my seat.
Maybe watch him, closely.
Oh yeah, I'm in with the group.
I'm going to, since I can't send a mass message to each of them individually telepathically, be more fucking subtle.
No.
Have you met this group?
I'm gonna go back to patrolling the halls.
You return to the halls.
Yeah.
You guys are just hanging out outside while they watch over the ballroom still?
Yeah. Have we seen anything out of the ordinary as of yet?
The halls are pretty empty, honestly. There's nothing to see out here. Everyone is congregated either outside in the gardens or inside in the ballroom. You see a couple people standing in the hallway just talking amongst themselves, getting air from the big room before they head back in. But this is not where the party is happening. This is very much just a point between the two parties.
Okay.
What do the people do in there?
I don't know.
You strike me as the type of person that would know.
Oh no. I'm a monster hunter. I go out into the woods and kill the thing that eats the baby. I don't do this.
Yeah, I lived in the woods for a long time too, so.
Yeah.
But not the monster hunting part.
The boring part.
Mostly, yeah.
As Singri rubs elbows with people in this party, he eventually makes his way up to you, Whizz, and he says, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Chill, man. Just trying to save your life.
He looks at you and says, "Not about the entrance. Gallimar knows all my debts are paid. You need to leave."
I never met a Gallimar.
You see, confusion wash over his face. Apologies. You just look like someone I know. And he disappears into the party.
We all collectively head tilt.
Telepathic Whizz, is he mad at you?
Oh no, I think this is my backstory. Be like, I don't know, Gallimar. I kind of walk off and just kind of shrug it.
Yeah, the name doesn't ring any bells to you.
Yeah.
So then telepathically I gotta say, hey, it's rude to ignore people.
Me?
Yes. Raev asked Whizz a question, and then Whizz is just really going, do I know?
Oh shit, what's up? Hey, I was just really trying to think about this name.
I just wanted to know if he was mad at you.
He said he had already paid all his debts to Gallimar, but that's not my name.
Okay, stay here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do you know a Gallimar?
No. I'm gonna go find Radek.
Okay, yeah, you leave the party, leaving Whizz by himself to go outside and find Radek. Whizz, I need you to make a perception check.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this.
I left the squishy baby.
You guys know the bad guy from the Smurfs?
Gargamel.
That's who I was thinking of.
Tell Gargamel my debts are paid. I gave him the little blue
Oh my god,
voice.
and you're a blue person.
It's not related. I don't mind borrowing names from pop culture for things, but Gargamel is not it.
But the Smurfs is where I draw the line, right, Mike? The Smurfs, I will never take their content. All right, let's hope this is a good one, boys. That's 24.
Yeah, you see a man approaching Singri with his hand in his jacket, walking across the ballroom floor, and his gaze is affixed on Singri, and you can see sweat pouring from his forehead.
Oh, how far away am I from this guy?
30, 40 feet.
Yeah, could I push through the crowd to him, or would that take too long?
It's going to the crowd is gathered around Singri. It's going to be difficult terrain to push through it.
Okay, well, I just actually want to reach the guy, but he's kind of like already...
He's moving as well, so...
How close is he to Singri?
15 feet.
Okay, I think what I want to do... what if I throw a smoke bomb and cast my disguise self and make myself look like Singri and appear next to Singri and be like, it's all part of the trick. And see what the guy does.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Whizz is going to roll his smoke bomb into this crowd and cast disguise self in the midst of like the little chaos it brings. But as it dissipates, he wants to appear as a second Singri. And he's going to whisper to Singri, like, just go along with it in the Whizz voice.
Okay.
It's me, Whizz, your pal.
Yeah, you roll this smoke bomb into this crowd, and as it pops and fills the 20-foot radius with smoke, you hear people coughing and panicking to get away from this explosion, and you cast Disguise Self, and as this smoke dissipates, you appear as a slightly taller version of Singri, standing next to him, and this man who was approaching Singri looks at you and looks at Singri confused before he pulls a letter from his jacket.
Who's the real Singri?
I can't get served if you can't find me.
Singri pushes you back with his elbow, and the man hands Singri a letter and begins crying in front of Singri and thanking him for paying to get his daughter through school. Singri begins kind of using this guy like a trophy and like being humble about how generous he is.
Humble brag.
Can I sense any other intent from this man?
No.
I'm gonna like fade back into the crowd and be like, you've solved my riddle.
After this whole scene clears up, Singri walks up to you. You need to leave.
It was part of the party trick.
I assume you're here as a bodyguard?
Maybe.
Well,
who told you?
I know everyone who's hired. I got the information on your group this morning. I need you stationed outside. I can't have you here scaring the guests.
Right. Okay, well, I'll have to switch positions with my other bodyguards before I can leave, but then I'll take off.
Whatever. I just can't have you here. You're causing a scene.
Okay.
Probably best case scenario, though, because Kako and I would have stabbed a guy.
And yeah, you are kicked out of the ballroom.
Wait, can I tell Isaac and Kako to switch places with me? Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, hey, Singri hates me. It's whatevs.
So we're in the ballroom now?
Do we have to?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can go on the balcony. I'll stay within 15 feet of him.
Yeah, so you are now positioned outside. As you walk outside, you can see Raev walking through the garden over to Radek, who is currently standing next to a drink table, taking sips off of a champagne glass as they lean against the small wall and just kind of look out. A little bored, but drinking, so kind of happy.
Are you having a wonderful time?
Oh, wonderful. It's quite the party, quite the night. A little uneventful, but I heard that Singri finally made his appearance.
Yeah, Whizz tried to kill him.
I shouldn't be surprised. Chaos seems to follow your group around quite well.
I don't remember the name that Singri said. Gargamel?
Gallimar.
Do you know a Gallimar?
Name's not familiar to me. He's someone in Asheville. I know him.
Shit. Well, you were my only lead.
Sorry to disappoint you. I'll tell you what, I'll put some feelers out, and if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
No problem.
Definitely prank Kako again. He is so mad.
Oh, I'll prank any of you if I get the opportunity. It's kind of my character trait.
The last threat that I heard was that he wanted to feed you to a wild animal. What did he tell you when he hugged you earlier?
Something about setting me on fire, but he'd have to catch me first.
He's so angry. It's so funny. Oh, tell him how much you love his books.
I didn't know he was an author.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. All right, bye.
That's so mean. That's so genuinely mean.
Yeah, as you walk back to the house, you see Whizz kind of dejectedly standing outside of the doorway.
Whizz.
I got kicked out.
What did you...
I thought somebody was gonna stab Singri. It was sus. All right, listen, he was walking towards him. I felt the bad vibes, all right? I was pretty sure of it. He was just a distressed man, and Singri said I wasn't welcome there anymore. Also, I don't know, I think Singri has something out for me specifically, because he called me out earlier about the Galamar thing, and then he kicked me out of his party. But, you know, the garden's cooler anyway.
Could it possibly be that he took an instant disliking to you because you trapped him in a hole full of smoke?
How could I have known he was under the table?
That is a fair point.
I was just trying to liven up the party. I mean, bring up the mood. Who knew that Singri was also going to do the same thing at the exact same moment? The guy has good instincts, but I'll only give him that, okay? Everything else about him, he's short and he's mean.
Hey, Whizz, you never got your sandwich, did you?
Oh, God.
All right, I'm going to go get Whizz a sandwich.
Well, there are tables outside with food on them, too, yeah. There's food everywhere.
I just point all around me. Whizz, you're not you when you're hungry. Eat a sandwich.
I'll go over to Radek and get a sandwich.
Yeah, Radek tips their glass in your direction, Ding. Takes a sip, chats with you as you guys watch over the party. Kako, as you are standing guard inside the ballroom, you eventually catch the attention of Singri, who begins clapping and walking towards you.
Oh, no.
He says, I didn't realize that we had a guest this evening, especially one of your repute.
Why, thank you. Hello.
And the whole party kind of looks at you confused, and Singri says, well, clap, everyone. This is Kako Ikea, world-famous monster hunter. I'm familiar with your mentor. Your work on how to use centaur feet as embalming fluid is quite catching.
Are we clapping or are we not?
The party is clapping.
Okay.
Kind of confused.
I want to get eye contact with Kako.
Oh my god, he's actually famous.
I'm not even looking at you, just like, yes, hello, thank you.
Then telepathic.
Oh, Isaac
sarcastic clapping.
Really famous.
It's just, I have a copy of your book. I would love if you would sign it.
Absolutely.
He leads you out of the ballroom and says, don't worry, I'll be right back. And he steps through the threshold with you in tow and leads you down the hallway towards what looks to be a library.
Mm-hmm.
Tailing them. Absolutely.
You're tailing
straight
them?
up tailing them.
But as you step in that hallway, you see a man step out of one of the bathrooms. And he begins yelling at Singri. You're a liar and a cheat, you stupid fuck. You know you've ruined me. And he's causing quite a scene. And you see this man raise a fist in the direction of Singri.
Immediately, going to just go ahead and detain this person. Grab him by the arm, twist it a little bit, put them back in the bathroom.
Make a strength check for me.
Oh, no.
Is that a different dice or the same one?
What did you roll?
Different dice.
Don't worry about it.
What are you, a cop?
What are you, a cop?
Well, it's a 1.
Yeah, that doesn't 1 total.
Well, no, it's 7 total.
Okay, that still doesn't beat the 16. And this man struggles out of your arms, and he goes to punch you.
Okay,
that's a hit.
Damn it. Okay, how much damage does he do?
Well, it's just a punch, so it's 2 damage.
Oh no.
But as he punches you, Singri steps between the two of you and pulls a bag of coins out from his pouch. Calm down, everyone. There's no need for violence. We can settle this with money. He says, I understand that you feel cheated. I took over your business because it was failing. Your employees are way better off now. And he hands the bag of coins. He says, consider this reparations for your lost business. And the man grabs the coins and storms off. It happens. Part of being who I am. People get angry if they lose money.
Yes.
I have a suspicion that these are all staged.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
That's just a 6.
There's nothing in that you've seen that would lead you to believe that they're staged. At least not enough evidence has come forward.
I'll try this again later.
And he leads you into the library, and he has an entire collection of books written by you and Friedenstifter. I mean, he has a lot of books, but he has a complete collection of your books in particular.
I would like the audience to know that I have a shit-eating grin on my face.
This is going to be so much better when Radek shits all over his books later.
And he pulls a book off the shelf and says, this one is my favorite. And it's use of troll fats as laxatives. And he hands you the books and says, there's quite compelling information in here that I just found so useful.
Yes. You know, I spent a whole summer up north writing this. It was not a fun research experience, considering I had to test it all on myself. But
it's great because they're both full of shit.
It yielded absolutely useful information.
That was
And then
really well done.
I give it a big old signature.
Priceless now. And he slides the book into his bookshelf. This has been lovely, but I must get back to the party.
Of course.
It was a pleasure meeting you, though.
You as well.
And he heads off in the direction of the party, passing Raev in the hallway. The rest of you hang out in the ballroom, with the exception of poor Whizz, who is now drinking with Radek and stuffing his face full with the sandwich.
Maybe over-drinking at this point.
The outside is totally uneventful. Most of the people who are outside have made their way indoors. I mean, you can see the shadows perched up on the roof, staring down into the outside of the
familiar shadows.
Yes.
Specifically, we hunted shadows.
Whizz is on the roof.
Oh shit! It's my boys. I give them like a wave.
Yeah, and Jakar looks down and like gives you a wave back.
Yeah, I love Jakar.
Back in the party, I need the three of you to make investigation checks.
There we are. It's a 23.
18.
So 11.
Kako, you notice something suspicious going on at the drink table. You can see a man who's nervously looking around, and he dips 2 glasses into the champagne fountain, and you see him reach into his jacket and pour a liquid into one of these glasses. And he begins walking in the direction of Singri.
Can I intercept him?
Yeah, like it's a bare walk between him and Singri. There's a small crowd around Singri, but you could easily step between the two.
Cool. I'm going to intercept him and just be like, hello, what are you doing?
I wanted to give a toast to the Ash King himself.
Ah, okay. He doesn't actually like those drinks.
Oh, I was under the impression this was his favorite kind of champagne.
Yes.
Perhaps I had it wrong.
Yes, I believe.
Well, I would hate to drink alone. Perhaps you would like to drink with me.
Do I know which glass he poured things in?
You don't.
I don't. Can I take the other one?
Yeah, you want to take the sure, help yourself.
Okay. I'm having flashbacks to the fucking Princess Bride.
He's like, I knew you would drink the one that I wasn't giving you. You fool.
You fell for one of the classic.
Okay, can I guess I just take a drink.
He clinks his glass against yours and he says,
do an investigation or something. Jesus.
For the glory of Ashfam.
Yes.
And he takes a drink from his glass.
I take a little sip.
And you feel the champagne run across your lips, but you feel fine. And you see this man suddenly begin to convulse and foam begins to pour from his mouth.
Why would he drink it?
And you hear the sounds of bones snapping, and his clothes begin to rip apart as he hulks out, basically.
Oh, dear.
And begins to rip off his shirt as he begins to grow kind of patches of fur, and his face kind of cracks into an almost wolf-like appearance.
Okay.
Werewolf!
Real quick, I'm going to just cast...
Yeah, you're a monster hunter. This is a werewolf.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can deduce by looking at this. This is some kind of potion that induces temporary lycanthropy.
Cool. I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike on myself, and I'm going to punch it real quick.
Wait. Could just banish this dude to another plane.
I could rage.
I mean, yeah.
But that only lasts for like
if you see this
an hour,
and then banish
right?
it.
Just grab a rolled up
I mean, that would at least
newspaper
let
and
us get
smack him
everybody
on
out
the
of the room.
snout.
If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space.
Oh, if
that
the spell
space is
ends?
occupied. Otherwise, the target doesn't return.
Is it a concentration spell?
I believe he does have to concentrate.
Yeah, up to a minute. It takes a minute for it to finish. So I'll.
Oh, okay.
I cast it. It gets banished, and I have to concentrate for a minute to make it permanent.
Oh, easy. Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Yeah, from what you can tell, there are no other aggressors in this room.
We'll just deal with the consequences just in case this is a misunderstanding. I'm comfortable with that.
Well, I'm going to need everyone to make initiative rolls.
19.
Wait, I'm not even here. How am I gonna?
Yeah, you're going to join a round late. You can hear the screaming coming from inside as people begin to rush out of this ballroom.
Okay, well, I rolled a 20, so.
What is Singri doing?
Singri is kind of like backed against a wall, kind of looking terrified.
Ah, okay.
So not a miscommunication.
Okay.
So Kako rolled.
I rolled a 19.
Raev?
Also a 19.
Who's going first?
Okay.
Kako? Yes. All right, Kako, you are up.
Okay. Quick question. Yeah. Is this thing a celestial elemental, fae, fiend, or undead?
No.
Okay. So first thing I'm going to use Slayer's Prey and designate this thing as my target. So I do an extra d6 damage on my first hit every turn. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to cast Ensnaring Strike at the 3rd level and just punch him real quick. Okay. Or do I have time to draw my axe?
You could draw your axe. It's a light hand axe, so.
Cool. Yeah. So I'll hit him with my hand axe. Yeah. 10 for my first hit.
Having watched this man transform into a beast in front of you, you reach for your hand axe and take a quick swing. However, as you go to strike, your axe catches nothing but the shredded remnants of his clothing, and your attack misses.
Second attack is a 20.
That is a hit.
Okay, so it has to do a strength saving throw.
No.
No? Okay.
5 total.
Perfect. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, and then that's going to be 3d6 at the start of his next turn.
Okay.
So he gets 13 damage.
All right.
And he's restrained.
As you rally for your second strike, you charge your hand axe with magical energy, and as you sink your hand axe into the shoulder of this werewolf, the tile around his feet erupts with roots and vines that begin to wrap around the werewolf, holding him in place, restraining him.
Raev, you're up. This werewolf is currently restrained and kind of biting and clawing at its restraints.
I guess I want to run up on him, raging, and non-lethally stab him in the gut. More looking to like semi-permanently incapacitate him.
Okay, you have advantage because he's restrained.
It's a 26 to hit.
Yes. He ain't got no armor. He big wolf. He take hit.
So 13 acid damage.
13 acid damage.
And then for my second attack, a 27 to hit.
Okay.
And that's another 8 damage.
As you see Kako restrain this werewolf with his magic, you pull Longtooth from its sheath and run towards the werewolf, ramming Longtooth into his gut. And as it pierces him, he lets out a loud yowling sound as you withdraw your blade, only for you to ram it right back in.
This werewolf bares his claws and his teeth in your direction, Kako, and he grabs you and tries to bite you. That is a hit with his bite for 10 damage.
10 damage.
Spirit shield.
My goodness.
I just reduced that damage by 14 because I said spirit shield.
Okay, no damage.
Everybody gets 1.
And so he's going to then attack you with his claws. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Yes.
The werewolf manages to pull one of his arms free from his restraints, and he flails it wildly in your direction, Kako, just trying to make some sort of contact. As he struggles, his claws sink into your arm, creating large gashes across them, and then the vines restraining him quickly pull his arm back into his restraints. And you take 8 slashing damage.
Isaac, you're up.
I like the banish idea.
Okay. Seems like we were trying to incapacitate him before I send him to another plane of existence.
I mean, if he's a werewolf, can he communicate at all?
Yeah, he can talk.
Oh my god. I can talk to him telepathically even if he doesn't speak common right now.
Yeah, I mean, he still speaks common.
Like out loud verbally?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
He's a werewolf. He still speaks common.
Oh.
Isaac, maybe you should talk to him.
I mean, talking's a free action. Anybody can talk at any time.
Look, man, you're not going to accomplish anything like this because we kind of got you down. Why are you doing this?
You can strike me down, but we stand with thousands.
Okay, who is
the
we?
The false king will fall.
Okay. Who is the real king?
He doesn't answer your question.
I mean, I'm sympathetic, you know? You could convince me. You just tell me everything that you know.
Singri yells over you and says, "Enough talking! Kill this creature!"
I have a question for you, werewolf man. Were you trying to turn into a werewolf, or are you trying to turn him into a werewolf?
Doesn't matter.
Yes,
either way, he dies.
Except that's not how it worked, and I think we're gonna kill you. I think that's the idea.
Imagine if Kako would have turned into a werewolf. You would have drank the other one.
That would have been awful. Less would have killed me.
Yeah, you could have.
Hey, guys, just as a standard request, if I do turn into a monster, please let Lessa kill me.
If Lessa's not around, and you are a threat to society, I'm going to put you down.
It's a matter of closure, okay?
Isaac, what are you doing?
So I'm going to move within range and I'm going to cast Banishment.
Yeah, you outstretch your hands and begin to siphon magical energy around this werewolf, and the whole room goes dark as all the lights are once again snuffed out, and you can... What's up?
Do you want to roll a save?
Is it a save?
Yeah, it's a charisma save.
Oh, is
it's a
it?
1, Chief, with a charisma of +0. You rolled a 1.
Nice.
So yeah, you funnel magic into this room and all the lights blow out as you funnel this dark energy into this creature, and the room kind of gets a chill as you can feel reality kind of shifting around this creature, and the world around this creature compresses until there's nothing there.
And then, if I understand this correctly, you just have to stay there for a minute?
Yeah, I have to stay concentrated for a minute, so I'm just trying to focus right now.
We are out of initiative. There are no other aggressors in the room.
Sweet. So I'm gonna...
Unless somebody pops out and bonks Isaac on the head.
I'm gonna...
I rush into the room. I'm here. What happened?
And Singer turns around.
Isaac banished a werewolf.
You guys had a werewolf?
Oh yeah, there was a werewolf.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, Isaac is concentrating.
Don't bug Isaac or the werewolf will come back.
Let's all just wait a minute.
I'm gonna go.
Singri holds his breath as he waits.
I'm gonna go over to like a food table and wipe my sword off on a napkin or something, and then put it back in my dress.
Yeah.
Shit! Now everyone knows I have a sword.
At this point, the party's probably not going to go on. After about a minute, you can feel the seal harden, and this creature is gone somewhere.
Okay.
And
never done that before. That was cool.
Singri begins to clap for you. He says, "You saved my life. I don't know how I could repay you."
Well, I mean, there's the obvious answer.
Payment.
Gold?
Yeah.
I'll pay you as much as you need.
Great. We would also appreciate a humble apology to our comrade over here. He was trying his best.
I apologize. I misjudged you.
Wow.
It appeared at the time that you were attempting to cause a scene during the party. That and you ruined my introduction. So I assumed you were here to ruin the party. I apologize.
That was not the best apology, but do you accept?
Yeah, man, it's cool now.
Cool.
But we still want payment. Also, did you know the guy that was trying to kill you? Where?
I've never seen him before in my life.
You had no beef with other werewolves before?
I've never even met a werewolf that I know
now
of.
You have.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what he might have been talking about with the whole we are Legion thing?
I think we should talk in private.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume.
Are there other people in this room?
Yes, there are other party goers.
Ballroom.
Yeah.
I assume the list of people who want you dead is more than one.
Well, it's not 0. I'll tell you that much.
It's one fewer now.
Yes, well, unless he can escape the plains of hell and make his way back here.
No, you assume he went to hell.
I'd like ponder for a moment. I don't think I sent him to hell, though.
Do you know where you sent him?
No,
Is he
but
with
I don't
Begonia?
sense that it was dangerous.
Yeah, no, actually, what really happened is in another campaign, like a few years from now, we'll just suddenly have a werewolf pop up out of nowhere in another dimension. Be like, whoa, what the fuck?
A badly wounded and restrained
that
werewolf.
down.
It's not actually banishment, it's time travel.
He'll just show up in Tomlinson's shop while we're shopping as our brand new arc. Or brand new campaign, brand new fresh characters. They get both Tomlinson and a werewolf.
It just says
With a
other
stab
dimension.
wound.
Is there any way he can come back?
It specifically says a harmless demiplane.
Oh.
And Singri leads you out of the ballroom and towards what appears to be a private office. You guys really saved my bacon there. And he slides 400 gold pieces across the table. I think that's more than a sufficient bonus for a job well done. That on top of the money you were paid for the bodyguard job.
I could settle.
I'd take 100 gold for 5 minutes work.
I did nothing, but I'll take it.
You raised our morale.
That means so much coming from you. I honestly have felt like ever since we got to the new country, you've been very bad vibing on me. You're like, Whizz, the fuck are you doing?
You know, the divorce with the lady in the tower really put things into perspective. We met each other, I gave her Lessa, and then suddenly we were divorced, and it's awful.
Did you guys actually get married?
I don't know.
No.
But he definitely has to pay child support now, so.
We're doing all of this while Singri is just sitting.
Oh, thanks for the money, by the way. I'll grab it.
I know of Kako, of course. I don't know the rest of your names.
These are my compatriots.
I don't work for him.
I'm Isaac.
Pleasure to meet you, Isaac.
I also, while we're on the topic, who did you mistake me for earlier when you thought I wasn't Whizz?
I must have just not been in my own head. Just looked like someone familiar.
I'm Raev Maelstrom, by the way.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Raev. Raev, you guessed it when you said that the list of people who want to kill me is more than one.
I'm guessing it's several diaries worth.
There are people in this city who believe that my claim to this throne is illegitimate.
I mean, in all confidence, is it?
No, I worked my way up from the ash to take this throne. I didn't steal it. I was next in line.
Okay.
Well, the thing about that, Singri, I'm going to call you Singri.
That's fine.
That is his name.
Yeah, but he's like a king.
Oh, shit. Are we supposed to be formal?
No, formality is not required.
The thing about that is, for someone who is next in line, we've never heard of you.
You're sweating the small details. The point is, my claim to the throne is legitimate. I guarantee it.
Can you prove it?
I can't prove it at this moment, but give me time and I can prove it to you.
Give you time to fake the documents?
I don't like what you're asserting.
If I'm to believe that you're a legitimate heir to the throne, I should be able to trust that. I don't care one way or another, sir.
Let me ditch the pleasantries then. I appreciate what you have done. I don't give a shit what you think of me. Is that clear enough?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just here to get paid.
Yes. And there's more money to be made, if you'll have it. I have a job that I think you might find interesting. Monster hunter, after all.
Is it a large creature who said I might mount on a wall?
Could mount the whole damn body on the wall.
Ah, yes.
Truth is, there is a beholder living deep within the dwarven mines. We have lived in peace in this city for not a small amount of time, but recently he has become aggressive.
Cool. I have one condition. Don't offer this to any other parties.
I already offered it to another one, but they have yet to return.
Is it? Oh, never mind.
Oh, who?
Some northerners from the kingdom of Allura who claim to be here on a goodwill mission.
Shit, boys, we're going on a rescue mission.
No, those are the...
No, I don't think that's the case.
The Inquisition people. Oh, you don't know the Inquisition people?
No. That's what this is going to turn into, is a rescue mission.
For us.
Wait, what were these northerners like?
One was a tall meathead who had his head jammed far up his ass. The other one was a lanky, silent one.
All right, we know.
Yes. So, I mean specifically to the half-giant lady and her party.
I don't want to send an army after this.
Cool.
I fear that The Beholder is raising an army of their own. The last thing I want is open warfare on the streets of Ashvale.
That's
a
all I
small
want.
scouting group who can get in, take out the Beholder before it has a chance to attack the city.
Guys, I really don't think that's a good idea.
I think it's a very good idea. I also think it's an excellent learning opportunity for Lessa.
Why would you think that, knowing what we ran from?
Well, because there's a Beholder down there. Beholders are fucking awesome.
So a Beholder plus some of the biggest people in the Inquisition.
Yeah, sure. They're people. They can be killed.
I turned to Whizz. Did he hit his head on the way here?
Not that I can see. But when did the fellas you talked to leave?
It was about a week ago.
Well, honestly, our problems are solved if they're like dead. No offense.
I don't know them from a hole in the ground.
Well, that's where they are now. So.
But you just want us to go take care of the Beholder?
Before whatever it's planning can harm the citizens of this fair city.
Can I make an insight check on Singri? See if he's telling the whole truth?
Yeah, go ahead.
8.
8?
Yeah.
It appears he's being truthful with you.
Yeah. I say, let's just take up the offer. And if we see Yorth and Turles, well, they'll probably be, dead.
They'll either be dead or they'll be dead after we find them.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Just submit the job through Astra.
Yes, I will make sure that your agency gets its cut. I'll submit the job, and then you should seek out my contact. They can lead you to the Dwarven tunnels.
Who's your contact?
My contact is named Elton Swift Mallet. You'll find them in their shop in the Upper Rim, named the Arcane Anvil.
Middle name John?
Elton John Swift Mallet? No. And that's Eltyn. So do I trust you accept the job?
Oh, I accept the job.
Good man.
I guess I'll come along too.
I don't work for you. I work for the guild.
Good enough for me.
Why are you all looking at me?
Well, you're the only one
You
who
really
has
hate the
confirmed.
Inquisition, and you're the only one opposing this. If you don't want to go, I won't go either.
Look, all of our problems are in one spot. I have a Beholder I need to kill. It's a big trophy. Also, the Inquisition's down there and we can kill them.
I think you're being way too overconfident, but I'm not going to let you guys go get yourselves killed either. So.
Well, then we're all in agreement.
Okay, bye.
Wunderschön.
Once you bring back the Beholder, your payment will be vast.
I certainly hope so.
I need its corpse as proof, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to bring the whole thing back.
Good man.
I'm going to build a chair out of it.
And
how big are they?
Singri
Quite large.
Pretty big.
Kicks his feet up onto his desk and wishes you farewell as you leave this room.
Ugh. I liked him more when I wasn't interacting with him directly.
And you guys leave
I say that loud enough.
You guys leave this party. Almost everyone has dispersed because of the chaos. You can see Radic waiting for you outside. Got a little crazy in there. What happened?
Son of a bitch, we should have cut off the werewolf's head to put it on the wall. How come I can never get a trophy with you guys?
I'm sorry.
Well, we're about to get a Beholder, but
You
just keep it
killed
down.
a werewolf.
Yeah, we banished a werewolf.
Yeah, good job
Isaac
staying out here
banished
drinking.
a werewolf. He did a really good job.
Hey, I had to
actually.
make sure that the outer wall was secure.
Oh, yeah?
Looks good to me. Would they take a sip from their drink?
I'm just swearing very loudly as I walk through the garden.
You guys push past the guards at the front gate and return to the Axe Rest for the night.